5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to our MACM podcast. MACM Make a Culture Move podcast, where we cover everything from intense social topics to funny social trends. We are your hosts, Mark Jonathan.
Janice.
Welcome back.
Tabitha about Israel.
G.
Yes, indeed. And as y'all can see, we got Janice with us again today.
Yes.
I know y'all probably missed her, but just a brief disclaimer before we get started.
Yes. So we're going to talk about some very controversial things here on the MACM podcast. Okay? And so all of the views here do not always support the MACM organization as a whole. So keep that in mind as you listen today.
All right. I'm the only one with a fro today, but it looks kind of weird right now because I don't have my pick. But it's Fro Friday. Happy Fro Friday, y'all.
Happy Fro Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all power to the fro.
I mean, I got a fro in spirit.
Okay.
I guess. A lion with no mane. Anyway, how does that work?
Wow.
Roasting. I'm just kidding. I'm not roasting. But today we're gonna get into a couple of things, just like as a overview. We're gonna be talking about me personally. I'm gonna get overview what I'm gonna be discussing. We're gonna be discussing this election, really, like parts of it, not the whole thing. Just about people talking about, what they're gonna do if Donald Trump wins not Donald Trump. If Donald Trump loses the election, like people are going to take up arms. People are worried that there's going to be a civil war, a second civil war. So, should we be concerned about this, y'all? Is this something we should be worried about?
Shoot. I won't respond to not offend anybody, but I'll just say, I'll keep it there. Right? Peace be with y'all. Please be safe. Watch your backs. People of color, lesbian, or the LGBTQ community.
Alphabet
right?
gang.
Is that the
Alphabet gang.
And yes, but yeah, just please be safe. Hopefully we all prosper through this.
Right. I mean, they said they was going to try to find some young black man to hang on a tree. So, from a reliable source inside some white supremacists. So, just be careful, black men out there. They're going to try to kill you.
And black women do not feel like you're not like they're not going to
included. Yeah, we're not excluded
at all. Because if they can't find a black man, I guarantee
they're going to take a woman.
Right.
Oh shit. Fuck these people.
Right.
Damn. So yes. So the first I have a couple of videos and maybe an article. So the first video I'm gonna get into, I found on World Star. I be watching World Star, y'all. Don't judge me. But yes, this video had me feeling some type of way.
Deep in the Virginia woods.
Ooh, deep in the Virginia woods. Hold up. I didn't even get to, do my little introduction to the video. So yes, this is crazy. I was just shocked. I'm like, wow, this is legal. Trump supporters are doing the most.
These are preparations for a new American battleground. People ready, they say, to fight if Donald Trump goes down.
Because there's a lot of patriots that love that man, including myself.
John won't give his last name, but he's free with his opinions. He says America could be on the point of a second civil war.
If they try to steal the election from Donald Trump, that's going to be basically the trigger point.
He's preparing a fleet of off-road vehicles.
There's some thoughts about possibly mounting a gun on this.
Did you ever see the movie Mad Max?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
But this is no entertainment. In a series of safes, John has an Aladdin's cave of military-style weapons.
You've got a lot of semi-automatics.
Among the least of the weaponry is a style rifle, standard issue for Australian troops. The FBI says applications for federal firearms background checks are running at record levels, more than 30 million Americans so far this year. And the run on ammunition is so strong that where shops still have bullets, they're rationing them. The NRA gun lobby jokes on Twitter that gun owners dance like Donald Trump when gun stores get new supplies. But John has been...
All right. So I'm just going to stop it there because that's crazy. Like, the fact that Trump supporters are losing their damn mind because this man did not win the election is crazy to me. They're ready to take up arms and use it against us. The people that get gunned down anyway. Like, we're dead if we do, dead if we don't vote for Trump. You got Mexicans out here saying, vote Donald Trump.
That was so funny.
Like, I'm just like, he's trying to build a whole wall to keep y'all out, but y'all are out here saying, vote Donald Trump. Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So, did Donald Trump concede yet? Or is it still...
I think nobody won yet.
At this point, but
we're still counting. We're still waiting on several
the Electoral
states.
College has 60 more people. If
they have 40 more people.
They have 530.
They need to get to 270 to win.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they have okay. So the Electoral College is made up of a whole bunch of people, right?
Correct.
And so there are about 60 people that still have not voted in the Electoral College. If all 60 of those people vote for Trump, it's over. It's actually kind of sad that it can still go either way. But yeah.
Really?
I don't
Yeah, it is. See, the thing is, what people have to remember is that like Hillary was in the lead in 2016. Hillary was in the lead in 2016, and just boom, bam, right at the end, right at the very end, those last couple votes that we were waiting on were all Trump, and it flipped and it turned. So it could go either way.
I was looking at that's crazy because I was looking at because I majored in political science and stuff. I try to stay up on politics, just so I know what's going on. Not that I necessarily agree or support, voting or anything like that, because I personally do not vote. And people be like, well, your ancestors died for that. No, my ancestors died because they were brought to a country where they were enslaved, and there's still 2/5 of a person. We're not dying because of voting. We're dying because of other factors that people don't want to take into consideration. So, but anyway, when I was watching the news, from what I remember seeing was that what's that dude's name? Joe Biden. He had like 264 264 electoral college votes, and Donald Trump had like 223, something like that. So it doesn't really matter at this point because literally from what I seen on the stats, Biden already won the race, and I feel like it's gonna be drama, man. It's gonna be drama. It's gonna
be drama either way,
right? And there's only 40 votes left.
It's gonna be drama either way.
It's 270.
How did it go down?
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. It's only 40 left.
But what I'm saying, it went from Biden scored 264 to 253.
So some people the Electoral College pulled out their votes for Biden.
That's crazy.
But we'll get into it anyway. I think I know the cause of that.
Either way, we're gonna get into that a little bit later. This whole election is rigged. When y'all are out voting, there's like over like 1 billion votes for 2 different candidates. And, there's little lesser parties underneath. But at the end of the day, none of your votes actually count towards who you're voting for.
Yeah, I want to say now to those watching, and I didn't vote. I did not vote. I didn't. I see everybody posting their "I voted" stickers and dropping your mail in the slots, and bragging so much about voting. And cool for you, kudos. I can give you a cookie, but I didn't vote. I wasn't gonna vote. Yeah, like it's rigged. Like I don't believe in all this democracy and politics. It's all rigged. So. It's not something that I believe in. I mean, it's real, but it's rigged, and so it's not in our best.
If it was a pure democracy, it wouldn't matter anyway because they're gerrymandering all the black folks' votes out of the damn election. So
Exactly. And I believe our ancestors died they fought for us to have the right to vote, and to have the right to do something means that I can make that choice if I want to or if I don't want to. And I believe that that's what they fought for. We didn't have the right before. We have the right now. I choose not to.
I think that what happened was also, yes, they voted for the right to vote, but they for some reason thought that by voting they would be on the same level as the same people that are oppressing them. And we've been able to vote for how many years now? It's been like,
and what's changed? Like, how much has changed?
Damn near nothing, even with desegregation. So I have no words.
I just need Biden to secure my bag.
That is $100 he spent on this election. How much? You $100 in or $200?
No, okay, so I did take another bet for 50, so
Okay.
150.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Secure my bag, Biden.
All I have to say is I seen a video of Biden smelling.
Anything that you can bet on is rigged. You shouldn't be able to bet on politics, and the fact that that's what society has come to, and you bet on sports and stuff like that, like to vote on politics, to vote on the people who are supposed to be ruling our country. This shows you like it's rigged, you know, but that's the world that we live in. Like if you watch any of the presidential debates this year, they were pure comedy. Like this is not something that should be funny. This is serious. These are people's lives that the government is playing with, and they don't care. And it was funny to watch, and it shouldn't be that way.
Gee, you talking about funny. Remember when black people was dying, right? And the whole Democratic Party started wearing dashikis? Girl,
propaganda! Like what? What propaganda? No, don't jump on the bandwagon now because y'all want to help.
I was done because they did so much. Like they did a lot of coverage of it, and they're like, "We feel so bad for your people wearing dashikis." I'm like, y'all, it's not. Please stop.
Please stop. Come on now. Come on now. But like Bernie Mac said, I'm scared, America.
That's facts.
Okay, so this next video though, let's hurry up and dive in. Because this next video also had me feeling like, what the hell? Y'all have been on World Star a lot. Don't judge me, all right? But this video, it had me. It definitely had me. I'm just like, what is going on with America right now?
It's crazy how someone could even own that many guns. And those, literally every gun in that closet was military grade. From the AUG to the SCAR to the M16 to the whatever. Literally, he was prepared for war and to be a zombie apocalypse.
Listen, but at the end of the day, this is what we need to think about. If there's a war that pops off,
what side are you on?
What side are you gonna be on? Because everybody gonna cleave to their own people. Period. You gonna see the white man with the white man, okay?
You're gonna see the Mexicans with the Mexicans, the Asians with the Asians, and the only people that's gonna be scattered and running about is black people.
Right.
Mexicans might run to white people too because they think they white. Some of them.
They do.
Man,
some of them.
And the white people gonna be like, no, we gonna make a wall to keep you out.
Exactly.
But yes, let's get into this video.
Oh my gosh.
Or like how Lil Wayne be with Donald Trump.
I'm done.
There's a run on guns in Michigan.
Really nice.
And many are first-time buyers. They've gone back to the classroom to learn and into the shooting ranges because of fears of civil unrest.
And they come in and they don't even know the process. They don't even know what they have to do. All they know is they want to buy a gun. And I'm fielding over 100 phone calls a day for that too.
I know. Some believe the bigger, the better.
You
Others
are
want
so
guns
little,
they can
girl.
hide in their hands. They're from all political sides and all.
Oh my goodness.
People are doing things
I don't like
that we never
handguns,
even
though.
thought about doing before. Taking it to limits that we never thought about going before.
It's almost like a deterrent more than anything else. My goal is to never ever have to use it.
Anything can happen, so you just want to be as best prepared. We're going grocery shopping after this. Stock up the cupboards. Stock up the cupboards.
Stockpiling food.
Well, not stockpiling, but just being comfortable just in case.
All right. So that's that just in case mentality. Just in case, something pops off. Just in case Donald Trump wins the election. Just in case he don't win the election and people are out here killing each other. So that's it's getting real in the field.
Yep. Just be safe, y'all. Just be safe out here on these streets. Like, it's not gonna surprise me if it does get wild. So, and if it surprises you, wake the hell up.
Right. So I also have one article just to kind of, not leave everybody, feeling like, damn, I don't know how we're going to deal with this, because civil unrest is a real thing. And that fear that civil unrest actually builds up in us, and we end up acting off of emotions. And then that's when people start shooting and weird stuff starts happening. So let's go ahead and dive into this article.
Be careful.
Sure.
Okay. 10 crucial civil unrest safety considerations for your business and your employees.
So we're going to start with make a plan.
Make a plan. Determine logistics for employees, closing procedures, equipment, shutdowns, and business continuity procedures well before you need them. In the middle of riot or looting is not the time to make a plan. You need to execute a plan well in advance, said Mark Walls, Vice President. Okay. Monitoring. Keep your eye on social media to learn about protest routes and see if the mood has turned from peaceful to contentious.
3.
Communicate. Once you learn about protest plans and determine how they might impact your business, deliver that information to employees and customers. If you're closing early, notify your community on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Do a mass SMS message or email to staff. When in doubt, over communicate.
Okay, so that's big. You could definitely check out these tips on your own, but just to ensure that this applies to a business, but this should also apply to your home. You want to be careful. You want to be safe. I know, right now there's hella home security things that are on sale right now, and I should have took up one of them promo option to get my house secured, but me being me, I just was like, nah, screw it, I'm gonna be all right. So yeah.
I like
Okay. Anybody got anything else to say?
Like we said, man, just be safe. Careful.
Be safe.
It is all the way.
Get the children in the house before the street lights come on. It gets dark early, so.
And most of this is speculation, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's speculation, but it's like these are some of the clips are from people actually getting ready, and gum stores actually seeing more people coming in. They even interview people.
I think that's more due to the fact that this our generation is influenced on media. Anybody can say something like, "Oh, if he gets elected or whatever, we gonna tear this bitch up." Okay, now you got a whole bunch of people sharing that. That's what sparks that. I feel like
exactly. That makes sense. Yeah.
Because I feel like if it wasn't for one person feeling like, oh, okay, I'm not having it wouldn't even been this big.
Right. And I also think that just the way Facebook is set up, you're not gonna see the or every social media site really, you're not gonna see posts from other people that are outside of your organization or your thought process.
Your circle.
Yeah, so it's really polarizing. So if I have one idea and then everybody else has the exact same idea and that's all we see, it's just gonna make my idea grow and make me believe it more. So I don't know. I do think white supremacists are able to do anything and will do anything, and the purge is a real thing that might happen one day. So, and antebellum is real. So we just gotta You know, stay on our 10 toes.
If you haven't seen Antebellum, it is highly recommended.
Right.
We can even feel the tensions on both sides. Like, I feel like they just using this as a spark to, if they were to start the Civil War, but we've been mad at these niggas for
400 years.
Since we got here.
I'm trying to tell you,
Right.
Right, but we don't have the military might to fight. Listen,
nor the
black
numbers.
people, and Mexicans. I know, even if we come together, we do not have the numbers to fight these people off.
Nor the weapons.
We have to buy it from them. We have to buy our ammo from them. We're not gonna win this. So just know that. And try to find a bunker to be in, because if they start killing us off, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about no bunker.
Protect your people.
Right.
You know, keep it simple. But yeah, don't go trying to be, you know, the Avengers out here.
Because you're
not that. So
right up to the KKK, and we gonna just start shooting. Oh, really?
No, let's not.
I thought he was armed.
The uniform,
Right.
ghost mask. The doctor's gonna come out the hospitals in the KKK mask.
Right.
The judges gonna come out the KKK.
Everybody. It's gonna be a lot of exposure though, so just stay woke and pay attention to, you know, the people around you, their surroundings, their responses and reactions, how they respond and how they react. You know, it's gonna tell you a lot about people and their character. So just pay attention.
Somebody till you going through bad times. Till times get rough.
Right, and it's crazy because I don't trust none of these people already as it is. The way that we get the book thrown at us in like courts and trials and things like that, it kind of goes to show that white supremacy is at the forefront of society. Everybody in the courthouses, in the KKK 9 times out of 10. And, Why you say what?
Just they might not claim that. Dragon always.
Oh, right. But yes. So G, we got G coming up next. Wait, Gadio said military is on high alert for the outcome of the election. That's right. That's right.
Now, what does that mean exactly? Are they about to come kill us, or are they about to protect us?
Shoot, they gonna protect themselves.
That is real though. That is a real question. That is so real.
He's not the National Guard, so the National Guard is ready.
I don't even know if he can say, you know.
I know. If you can't tell me,
the National Guard in Georgia
twice
is 10. The National
Guard. Give us a signal, something.
South of the state, usually.
I'll blow the dog whistle, y'all. Let y'all know.
Appreciate you. I need a nudge or something.
I'll let y'all know.
You said the military. Why did I get worried when you said that? I don't think that was his intention.
I think that was definitely his intention. But okay, so up next, y'all, we had this talk about the military, just like as a overview of what I talked about. We talked about the Civil War that's being anticipated from the election. Based on the outcome, you have people ready to suit up and boot up, depending on what's going on. You got Black people and Hispanics arming themselves just to make sure that they're good. Just to make sure that they're good, just in case. So now we got G coming on. G, what we talking about today, girl?
Okay, so I got the scoop on what Black book clubs are getting into right now. So we got the police footage, the body cam footage from the Walter Wallace shooting. And I got a clip from 4 Colored Girls, just to, Black women empowerment always.
Okay.
And if you haven't seen 4 Colored Girls, Tyler Perry's 4 Colored Girls, it's a deep movie. It's pretty deep. Have you seen it? You said, Mark, you haven't seen it?
Mark hasn't seen it.
I've watched all Tyler Perry.
I think it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix right now, Mark. You have to watch it like tonight,
but listen, you don't tell nobody because you might shed one tear.
Yeah, you might shed a tear. It's gonna test your manhood a little bit. How sensitive are you?
I didn't cry.
You didn't cry.
And you said it's on Netflix?
Because I felt it. I felt it. I connected
I
to
felt it. I did. It was a lot.
I was like,
It was a lot that goes on in that movie. So, you know,
Okay. So which one are we getting into first, G?
the body cam footage, the police body cam footage of Walter Wallace.
Okay, so let me get
We gonna watch it now. Be advised that, you know,
graphic footage.
This is police body cam footage of them fatally shooting somebody. So be advised. And yeah.
Okay, this one right here.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, he had dreads. Oh.
Pay attention to how many people is in the background while this is happening.
Yes, y'all, but just pay attention to the whole thing. Cause
what's going on?
I'm not seeing.
Put the knife down now! Put the knife down now! Put the knife down now! 1806, man, what's the knife? Put the knife down now! Put the knife down now! Put the knife down now! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Back up!
You don't have a taser? You don't have a taser.
Back up, man! Back up! Man! Man, back up, man! Man, back up! Put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down!
It's at the people.
look. Okay, he tried to grab him.
Man, mother's crying. That shit is crying.
Look at all the people.
Look, niggas record.
That is just whoa. I couldn't. I had to cover my face, y'all. I don't like. I have anxiety. I can't.
That shit bothered me every time.
Yeah, that's just. You have a taser. You like. There's no reason why you couldn't have tased him. None. You had ample opportunity. So I just wanted to show that. I really don't even want to talk about it. Like, I just wanted to show that to keep everybody updated on what's going on with that case and, you know, the situation. Just, you know, there will be more about it that I'm sure I could talk about on Monday. After this happened, they released the footage on Wednesday. This past week. So, yeah.
The worst part of those videos, though, for me, I'm gonna tell y'all, for me, is always mama's crying. Like, that hits me. I be like,
she was hitting
that initial scream.
Oh my God! You killed my son. Like, I'm just like, that is horrible. That is horrible. I couldn't imagine going through something like that. And that's why, like, man, that's why, like, you have to teach your kids young, man. And you have to be on your kids. Like, I wouldn't have let him go outside. I would have done everything in my power.
I would have barricaded him inside the home. I would have barricaded him inside the home. Like, I'm not, you know, especially now with the police right outside.
And that just reminds me back to, again, that white dude that was running after the cops with a knife. And he was more hostile than this dude, more likely to do harm than this man right here. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Nah, I mean, there's a few things to point out. One, like they said, like, there wasn't one taser deployed, like, at all. And we just watched at least a full minute go by. Like, not once did you say, okay, hold on, let me put the pistol.
Almost put the knife down, put the knife down, put the knife down. You could have tased him.
You would swear he had a gun, like he was trembling, voice shaky. Like, how
I just don't even understand.
But it's like, you shouldn't be that scared and be in a police uniform where you're called to go into potential danger. You should never be that scared of a dude with a knife.
That's what you sign up for. You sign up to put yourself in dangerous positions.
See,
So
in the military, I don't know. I wonder how the military would handle something like that.
Scared as they would they're trained to. I'm sure nobody in the military.
Apprehend.
Listen.
You can apprehend.
Exactly. Apprehend.
And that blade was this big.
It looked like a butter knife
I'm
to
trying
me.
to tell you.
Thank you.
I'm like, if it was a butter knife.
They acting like he got like a machete or something. Like, come on now.
Oh, you gonna look at me? Okay. All right. I don't have a machete. I'm scared of knives and guns. I know somebody that carries a machete. He killed a snake when we were camping with a machete. That's not me. That's
not me.
The machete guy. Okay. Don't look at me with that. Okay. Anyway. So next, you guys, what are we talking about next, G? Bring it out.
Black book clubs, and you know how they are keeping up on social norms, how they are, you know, good and healthy for especially Black women who are in book clubs, but how they're using those book clubs for a source of unity and to keep up on what's going on in the world and to find solutions as Black women.
Right.
Okay. Gadiel said no. They will shoot you in the head and say America. 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 Okay.
America.
America. Okay. Okay. So seen, known, and heard. Go ahead, sis.
Black readers find education and healing in book clubs. Black Center book clubs like Well Read Black Girl, No Name Book Club, and others pay homage to Black writers while empowering countless others.
Countless.
While many book clubs are conceived as a way of connecting socially, some Black-centered book clubs are also interested in community building as a political act. As book clubs for Black women and people of color more
broadly.
Thank you. Broadly have gained popularity in the last few years. Many are filling both of these roles. These spaces are perhaps even more crucial through the ongoing racial justice movement and a pandemic that has kept many people indoors. Clubs like No Name Book Club have been going to make political and social education accessible to the masses, especially people of color.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all, that's crazy because I've been thinking about starting a book club, but it's kind of hard when, you know, all my affiliates are in Denver and I'm here. But with pandemic, you can do it virtually, but you know, I also have a hard time with just liking people in general. I'm working on that. I'm working on liking people for who they are as individuals and not just not liking all people because I really don't like people, but I'm trying to work on that.
Okay.
So, but book clubs are important, you know, especially because one, you know, you get knowledge, wisdom, and education from reading in general. And there's so many different books that you can read. There's so many different genres that you can read. And I think it's important as Black people that we dive into all those different genres and all those different topics, from financial literacy to science fiction to biographies, whatever, you know.
We need to read more, period.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, and a lot of the books that we don't read, we need to read because our identity is in there.
It is. And
think about the books that we couldn't read in slavery.
All the books we couldn't read in slavery. So it's like, and we have to, you know, support our Black writers, you know, our Black authors. We have to, you know, and I mean, Black people, we have to write about more. That's why it's important to read about different topics to see what they're about, because we have to write about more different topics as well. Janice, did you have?
Yes.
She's dying to say something.
There's this little series on Netflix. It's for kids, but they read, like, they have Black readers, like, reading their books, and I forgot her name. Lapita. She gets on there and she reads her book about being dark skinned and like a friend, and it just ends up so well. And
that's cute.
What is it called again?
What?
The reading.
I don't know what it's called, but it's on Netflix. I will find it and put it in the chat later.
Okay, cool. That's dope. See, yeah, like we need more things like that, especially for our youth. We need Black-based children's books so that our children can see Black characters in books, and so they can be interested in reading. And just throughout all of our reading, all of our different reading tools, we need to see it in our Black magazines, like thinking of some off the top of my head, like Jet magazine, Ebony magazines. Those are important to the Black culture, so it's important to I feel like we need Black cooking based magazines, all Black, we need all different types of things for the Black community, because we are our culture, nobody else is us.
Right. And Gadiel said an awesome book, and I definitely endorse this book because I have it at home. And also The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. That is a very good book. But anyway, Gadiel's suggestion was From Babylon to Timbuktu by Dr. Randolph R. Winsler. And that's a good book. It is a good book about Black civilization and how basically we built up everything even before we got into the United States of America. Pyramids, things like that, of course, slavery. But, yes.
So this might be a little bit of a weird question, but for someone who wants to get into reading, so, okay, for me, example, I have, the shortest attention span, but, I do want to read more. And,
What genres do you like?
See,
Think like, do you watch TV?
Yes.
Okay, so what genre do you watch on TV? Like, what do you watch on TV?
Like Law and Order, things like that.
Okay, so then start off with criminal books or mysteries and thrillers, and start off with things of that nature, because it's gonna appease to what you already like, and then start to build and branch off of that. But you want to start off in since you watch TV, because some people don't even watch TV, but since you watch TV and you have a genre base of what you watch on television, translate that into, because when you read, you have to build your own imagination for what you're reading. You have to picture it in your head. And so because you already watch it, it's going to be easy to picture in your head when you're reading it. So start off there and then build off from that. That would be my advice.
And also reading out loud. That definitely helps me. I have a short attention span. And, when I was younger, there was this negative stigma. I went to a Black high school. Everybody was Black. And there was really not that many white people. We had a section of books known as the Black books. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Violence, sex, prostitution, just a whole bunch of stuff that we go through. Literally go through Black books, because there's Black people on the cover, and they're Black books. They're those little small Black books. I recently in my adulthood read one of those books, and I could imagine everything. And I was just reading it out loud to myself in my room. And I'm just like, wow, but this girl's in the truth, of course. But I'm just like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
That is good to read it. Reading out loud definitely helps. I read out loud too, so it reading out loud and it helps better picture what you're reading to help you stay engaged. So
I'd be like, damn.
Me too.
And then my anxiety, I am one anxious person. When my anxiety goes up too much, I have to stop.
I close the book, put it down, and yeah,
because I don't watch scary movies or anything like that. So anything that makes me feel like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I
guess my only advice would be, to land me back off, is just to read small sections. Have a section that you want to read. Like one of my books, because I was like, how quickly can I read this? I want to read this in a month. I did not finish the month, but I was supposed to read 23 pages a day. That did not work.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of pages.
That's a lot of pages.
And I thought I could do it. I really could do it, but I just was getting lazy at certain
right.
But if I would have cut it down to 5 pages a day, that's not hard to do. And then I get done with it. I'd be like, oh, look who's up here reading, educated, smart. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh my God.
That's funny. Yes. That's a good one too. Yeah. See, because my entertainment reading that I'm reading right now, because I read different things. So for my entertainment that I'm reading it's a Black Mafia series. that I'm reading. Y'all don't laugh at me. It's I'm reading The Family Business by Carl Weber. And he has a different co-author with, you know, each different book or whatever. But try that, Mark. You might like it. You know, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, but it is. So it's in the black mafia line of reading though. So it's crime, it's business, it's family, it's murder.
If they had like a book for what's the name of that show that came out that people watch and it's on
Okay.
I can't think of the name of it.
That description had me.
It was really
She said
it was really popular and like people were watching it. I forgot the name of it.
Okay, let me Power.
If they made a
Power,
yes.
Power would be a good book.
We gonna call you up.
Yes. But if they made a book out of Power, how many people do you think would read that? A lot of people.
A lot of people. A lot of people. Yeah. So it's like, and I don't know, something because The Family Business, it is a TV show, but I wanted to read the book first. And then watch the show. But
yeah.
Because a lot of things are like that, you know, like and this is sectioned off into like white people. But Twilight was a book first, and then there was a movie. Harry Potter.
The movie first.
Holes, you know.
I watched the first movie, then I just drowned in all the rest of the books of Twilight. I loved Twilight. Twilight was a hit.
See, I didn't read the books of Twilight, but I did watch the movie. And everyone keeps telling me, come on, G, like the books are so much better. And I'm like, but do y'all see how
books are good? And you could imagine them as black people. Of course I did.
Wait, are you talking about the vampire or the wolf? What'd you just say?
No, I said how thick the books are. Like I don't.
But
I know I can read it. I know I can, but I'm just like, who has the time?
Anyway, so we need a segue, y'all.
Thank you. Because Shanice just took it segue. This last clip that I have is a clip from Four Color Girls. So it's I can't think of Loretta Devine's character's name, but it's Loretta Devine's scene. Wow, I'm gonna beat Chaw's ass.
Oh my god!
Wow. I didn't even think that happened. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Give me this. Go ahead and you can flip up.
These comments real quick. Let me go ahead and address them. So Gadiel said Goosebumps, Animorphs, which is one of his favorite books, and manga. And he also said, Mark, start off with Dragon Ball Z manga. Boom. Yeah, manga, you know. I don't read that. Well, I used to when I was younger, but that's different. I have a friend who listens to the audiobooks while physically reading the book. Okay, all praises. So let's get into the scene. And it's crazy because, no, not yet. It's crazy because Common in this movie, he played a gay man. I'm like, wow.
But
you gay.
But it was so sad. But listen, it was so sad because he had a whole woman. But look at Janet Jackson messed her face up, really.
She is not cute anymore.
Did you cut the real?
Yes, I did. Oh, shoot. She's not cute.
She's not cute.
She'll get it together, though.
She used to be cute with that when she had that nose.
It's Janet Jackson.
She will get it together, hopefully, one day.
She can't get her nose back, sis.
I mean, maybe she can. Hold on. Don't. There's some really good surgeons out here. Real. Okay, hold on. Let's give her a chance. Let's go.
Oh, so, okay. This is the wrong clip. I don't know why this is the link on it. It's the one, but click the back button
on here
on the YouTube.
Right here.
The back down. Yep. Click that.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know why. It's supposed to. Yes, this one. No. Pause it. Go to. It's supposed to be Loretta Devine scene. Wow, I don't have it pulled up anymore.
It's okay. Let's just move on.
Wait, where she was like, "I love myself." Where Loretta?
Not that one. Oh wait. Let me see if I could put.
Because Loretta, she went in. She was
in a couple times. So it's the one where where dude comes in with the flowers and she is him out.
There's so many plots in this movie.
It is. It's a lot. So I don't know why it pulled up the Janet Jackson.
Not that
But
long. When you start watching it, you be like,
Okay,
it's a scene on self-love. Okay, so look, Tabitha, when you see on the when you click into it on the side all the movie scenes?
click that and then go to the let me see.
Okay, so
Discover small professionals and
building
use
up
of
the
natural.
dead space.
Yeah,
All right.
so Loretta was definitely a good
The title of hers is for self-love or something like that.
What
It's
other
the
books do y'all
role, I think.
recommend while we're waiting
Yeah.
for this video?
a book I recommend is what's it called? Chokehold. Chokehold is a very good
By
book.
Paul Butler. Oh my gosh, you as a black man, you need to read this book. I'm gonna be honest with you.
When they broke it down and said,
Yeah, so all I really gotta say about that is that, you know, when a woman's scorned, you know, Black women, we allow ourselves to go through so much when we get in relationships. You know, you gotta have a certain level of love for yourself where you just certain things you don't go for. Like I can't really speak from experience because, you know, I
You a whole pimp out here.
I'm not even
Make it plain. Make it plain.
And I don't want to put it like that in those words, but I mean, I don't know. I just, you know, Black women, you just have to love yourself enough to where you know when to walk away from a bad situation in a bad relationship. Like you have to know, you know, when a man doesn't love you, and it's okay to walk away from them. It's okay to walk away from a bad situation and a bad man because, you know, maybe he's a bad man to you, but he might not be to the next woman, and you don't have to put up with that. So just love yourself enough to know when to walk out.
All I'm gonna say is on that one, just knowing the context of this movie and how like she let this man molest her daughter and like give her daughter all this trauma and stuff, and then you like I'm sorry, I have no pity for her. And it's Black women like that just piss me off because you make us all look bad because these type of women actually exist, and you inflict all this damn trauma on other people, and you make all of us look bad. Not only that, I don't feel sorry for her. And honestly, if I knew somebody that was like this personally, like I would be so cruel. I would be so cruel because you sat there and you chose a man over your daughter and you called her a liar and all kind of stuff. And all he had to do, excuse my language, y'all. Excuse my language, but I'm about to say a word that I don't really say like that. You chose for somebody to quote unquote dick you down rather than actually giving a damn about your daughter. That is some foolery to the max. And I think that honestly, I feel like that man, in the end, he got what he deserved in a sense, but she also deserved the same judgment because you let it go on for so long, and your daughter literally had to live through that, and she ended up being a crack addict. And I
would say she deserves worse for that in the context of the movie, like, you know, and Tyler Perry touches on that particular topic in, you know, a few of his movies, but I'm
like, where's he?
As a mother, your child, your daughter, like ladies, there is no man good enough, no dick good enough to allow them to be monsters, especially to your children who you bared, you carried. It shows that there's no love for you. You have no love for yourself if you allow something like that to go on.
Right.
Because of a child.
Right.
And no man is worth it. No man at all. None. No man, not the finest man in the world, is worth allowing your child to go through that type of trauma.
But this is a good segue into the next article that we're gonna get into. Mark, can you please let us know what we
Well,
about
let
to
me
do?
first say that's disgusting, and I don't want to watch that. I appreciate y'all for suggesting it, but I want to watch that. That's
You
gonna
should
bother me.
watch it.
That's gonna bother the hell out of me.
Shoot, when you bury your dress to bury the trauma. Woo, okay, anyway.
You said we're about to segue. Yes, indeed. So what we got for us today is NFL is now doing a segment called "Say Their Stories and Impact Change," and I guess this week's segment was by I forget what team he's for, but Trent Williams. He's a left tackle, and then he also talked about Elijah McClain. So that's just really big to hear that his name has started from really not nobody knowing his story, why he died, anything like that, to reaching on the national level. So
that happened in Colorado, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In Aurora.
Damn. Okay. Share.
yes, indeed. So yes, this video.
The name that I decided to put on the back of my helmet was Elijah McClain. Story and seeing who he was as a person, I just felt a personal connection with him.
Viewer discretion, this is sad.
He liked to play music for the dolls at the shelters to help out with anxiety, and when I seen that, I just thought that was a clever and a very thoughtful thing to do. The fact that he would carve out his time, while he's working to go and just help animals, and I don't know. To me, I feel like that was such a selfless thing to do, and I think he just had a heart of gold.
Hey, stop right there. Stop. 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 I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
Elijah McClain was walking to the convenience store. He put a ski mask on. He was anemic. He got cold very easily. A worried citizen called in and thought that he may be suspicious. And police stopped him and thought he was a person of some threat.
Well, I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I am speaking. Stop. Relax. I'm going home.
And I think they roughed him up. They injected him, I think, ketamine, and it, had an adverse reaction.
Relax. My name's Elijah McClain. I'm still good.
It's a sickening feeling to know that how precious life is, and to know that a person can lose their life over a simple misunderstanding. Nobody's life is expendable, no matter who they are, what color they are. But, especially when you got special people like that who are selfless and put others before themselves.
So yes, that is very sad. My apologies for, I guess, not necessarily sharing that, but I'm not gonna apologize. This is the Aurora Police. Man, just sad times, but they'll actually be doing this segment about once a week where they have just somebody who's died to police brutality or just experienced some form of injustice at the hands of the police. They're gonna try to do this every week under the segment or under the title "Say Their Stories and then Impact Change."
I think it's dope that they're doing that. It's important to get that out. I'm crying because Elijah McClain's story, like every time not only does it make me sad and hurt, like I've never heard from somebody I've never met in my life more than Elijah McClain. And one, because he's a Colorado native and I'm a Colorado native, could have been my brother. Could have, Elijah McClain suffered from mental health issues as well. It could have been my grandfather. So, it kind of hits home a little bit there, but I'm crying more so because it makes me mad. It makes me mad. It infuriates my soul every time I hear Elijah McClain's story, because it wasn't right and it wasn't fair, and yeah.
Listen, that G wrapped it up perfectly. That's just hard. That's horrible. And he said, "My name is Elijah McClain. I'm just different."
He said his name before they murdered him. Like that touches me so much. Like kind of like, you know how George Floyd called out for his mom, who he knew who had been dead for 2 years. And he still called out for his mother. Elijah McClain called out his name. This like a secret prayer inside of him. I hope this gets out to somebody. Know who I am. Somebody knows me and knows my story. My name is Elijah McClain. I am an introvert. I am just going home. I'm not doing anything. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I haven't done anything. My name is Elijah McClain.
I'm different.
I'm different. And it's the fact that he called out his own name. Like, that's just the power behind that, the irony. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Woo!
But
on a different
note, because that's heavy, and thank you for bringing that up, because we talked about Elijah McClain a little bit earlier in the podcast, like when we first started doing the podcast, because people were still protesting. And I'm not from Colorado, but like, because this is one of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, somebody that looks like me, somebody that, you know, I didn't know him personally. I don't have to know him personally. I know that he's
exactly.
I know he's a black man, brown man. And whenever I see the injustice or the murders or anything that happens to our people, I feel bad, because it is somebody in my family. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that is a distant relative. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really sad to see. But on a lighter note, Mark, you want to secure the bag?
And he was doing right by his community. But we'll go ahead and segue into a lighter topic. We already kind of talked about this a little bit. This is surrounded by the election. You know, just long story short, like I already said, Biden just secure my bag. Like
$150 bag.
Please just secure my bag.
Secure it. That's it.
At the end of the day, you feel me? You know, you would wolf in sheep's clothing.
Oh my gosh.
But secure my bag.
Mr. Wolf.
150 down. I can do that.
150 down.
You gonna
Can't do that.
Are you gonna be a gambler when you grow up?
I hope not. I don't like gambling, so no, probably not.
So Trump falsely claims victory and also claims elections being stolen from him.
Yes, sir. I seen Lil Pump post something.
I seen him. He put Lil Pump on the stage. Yeah. I was gonna use that, but I was like, nah.
But Lil
oh my gosh!
Video not too long ago, when he was basically like supporting this, like, man, y'all rigging this election, like y'all had to rig to win, and this, that, and the third, and it's just like, bro, like, man, I really just picked the article for the title.
Okay.
But unless you guys have heard this story before? Okay, so basically, I mean, I could do a pretty good explanation of this. So basically, Trump feels as if there have been cases that have badgered him in such a sense that he didn't get the correct votes that he needed or was intended, which is why he said it's rigged, because he feels like the U.S. is supposedly against him, which is not the case actually, because you'd be surprised how many of these people are with him. Exactly. But he just lost, and he don't know
at least 220 people.
For real, he don't know how to accept it. But
yeah, like millions of people. Like, you look at the numbers, it's like 7 million people have voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you look at how red all the
Thank you. Yes, touch on it. Go ahead.
I looked at each state.
It was like all throughout. It was just like,
pretty much,
you know,
red.
not Colorado, But all the
I
other
live in a red
Colorado too. On the no.
You look at the
Colorado looks like a blue state, and it seems all progressive and stuff. But you look around like the metropolitan areas, of course, like Denver, Centennial, and Aurora. But when you look at like Evergreen, the further out Breckenridge, the farther out that you get from Denver, it's red.
Yeah.
These races,
And we're
they're
not
you
just
know
talking
that
about the people.
the whole that
I think
white
they started in Colorado.
that white flight thing of like when a black person moves into a neighborhood, all white neighborhood, all them flee and go out to the rural areas of a state. That's a real thing, and that you see that in every single state that's supposedly blue. But even the red ones were a little bit more real. I feel like these people are lying, and again, they're gerrymandering to make sure that Biden wins the election because they know what he's doing on an international level. He's going to cause like World War III, and ain't nobody ready for that. Supposedly,
I'd rather you be an open racist
than a secret one.
one.
For real. I know a few of those. I know a few of them people. You guys would never know. You guys would never know. These people hate your guts. Smiling in your face, wearing dashiki shirts, walking down east side. Okay, walking down the east side. But they hate you.
I went to high school with this openly racist, a couple openly racist, but this guy in particular, because 2016, 17 was my senior year, so it was election year. And this guy Niles, I wish I knew his last name because I would call him out full blown, but I can't think of his last name. But white boy Niles, you know who you are. You went to Denver South High School, graduated class of 2017. He used to wear his Make America Great Again hat to school. And I remember one day, I just used to ignore dude. I used to ignore him all the time, whatever. But one day, he had said some slick comment in the hallway, and it caught my ear. And it caught my ear and my reflexes all at the same time. So as it caught my ear, my reflexes all at the same time, I ended up slapping dude in the face because I can't remember what he said, but I know it's racist. And I heard it, and I was just like, boom, and slapped him. And yeah, and openly racist. I mean,
Honestly, though, like my sis said, like Janice said, I prefer an open racist than a closet racist. Like Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, they're quote unquote progressive, but at the same time, like when Bill Clinton was in office, the incarceration rate on Black people went up. So I don't really
skyrocketed.
It skyrocketed, like it doubled, if not tripled. Like prison for profits, like that's a real thing. Otto Schwarzenegger. He definitely pushed that agenda in California. So a lot of these people that seem progressive and they seem like they have the best interest at heart, that's not always the case. And people think that by voting in Joe Biden, things are going to change. But you guys should know that after I'll just throw a number out there. After maybe 40, maybe 50 years of us being able to vote, literally nothing has changed. We're still getting killed in the streets, which is basically like a public execution, kind of
every day.
Public lynchings. And the only thing is a lot of what's happening, a lot of it now today is getting a lot of media coverage, but you got to think about the stuff that's not. So I really don't think that it's in a Black people's or Latinos or Native Americans' best interest to think that these people really have your best interest at heart, because that's a lie. Exactly. That's a lie that you tell yourself so you could go to sleep at night.
And the one thing that has changed
I'm angry.
is you guys feel more comfortable in the land you're being oppressed and you're put to sleep and you don't know that you're being oppressed because now you can vote.
And quit feeling comfortable. Come up out of that. I need y'all to feel uncomfortable. I need y'all to feel so uncomfortable with everything that's going on that you do something about it. Because when you're comfortable, you're complacent. And when you're complacent, you don't do anything about it.
Okay. Mark, what you got to say? Because I know he's Mr. I'm a vote for everybody. No, you
with the sticker. I'm
I
sorry.
voted.
I'm sorry.
Not everybody, but you vote. So you gotta have you have the opposing view.
First year voting.
Okay. Bring it out.
Okay.
I can't see Donald Trump in presidency anymore.
And I respect that.
With that being said, Biden, Now, okay, I'm not naive because I learned a lot of things about Biden that, like, if you had to ask me, okay, look.
Bring it out.
Right?
Let's go.
So I looked at this diagram that didn't have the specific names of each candidate, but just what they were planning to do in presidency, y'all feel me?
Yeah.
And then, y'all would not believe the side I picked. Y'all would not believe the side I picked. And
Trump.
It's like, bro, I'm trying to tell you. Like
I know.
Like genuinely, like he's created agendas that would give HBCUs money that's gonna be long term. But he's created more jobs, and that's undeniable. All that is undeniable. And then you see in Biden's campaign,
Trump 2020, I'm for it.
You see Biden's campaign, he's raising
Right.
rent in most Black owned communities, Black and Latino owned communities.
Yeah.
Like it's really just like,
what's the agenda?
At the end of the day, there's no real good president, but I watched for 4 years what Donald Trump did to the people and people I love.
I have one more thing to say. Okay? So you guys are really voting for whatever lust y'all want to fulfill, really. Okay? Now, if you guys like being gay, if you guys want to be gay and want to be with women, want to be women with women, men with men, y'all gonna be like, Biden all day. Woohoo! ABC gang in the house. If y'all about making y'all money, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about most of the people.
Trump.
Yeah, if y'all about making y'all money, because you said you wanted that, and you said you went with Trump when you didn't know it was his name on it. If you about making that money, then you gonna go with Trump. You gonna be like, oh, I'm about to be out here. So whatever you feel like, what motivates you in life is who you're thinking you're voting for. Like, some people are motivated by sex, so they vote for Biden because they're like, he gonna allow us to do everything with everybody, baby, pets, dogs, horses, like shoot. And then the other people, like, we want that money.
All about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, I'm definitely endorse this saying that Gadiel said. I endorse everything he says for the most part. But he says voting for the lesser of two evils still means you're voting for the devil. Yep, I definitely agree. Because there's like that girl said, there is no freaking way. I'm gonna say freaking because I've been cussing today, but there's no freaking way that you're gonna be my oppressor and my savior at the same damn time. No, you need to pick a side. Are you gonna oppress or are you gonna bless? What are you doing? What are you doing? And there's no way that you've been oppressing me for over 400 years, but for somehow you're gonna be the knight in shining armor coming to save. It just doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. This is not Cinderella. I ain't got no glass slipper, and everything ain't turning into pumpkins.
We broke those glasses when we was looting.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe Biden has a secret agenda for when he gets into office, but we'll see what happens.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's a good segue into the next one, Mark. Where are we going? Because everybody went off a little bit in this one. Go ahead. And I'm honestly, just to like kind of support you on what you said, I have very conservative views, you know what I'm saying? When I was before I stopped voting, I was quote unquote a libertarian, so that made me on the more Republican side of the field. I was not a Democrat. I was a Republican, and I definitely supported the Republican agenda because that was the more conservative, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a lot of stuff that the Democratic Party pushes.
If all the blacks turn gay, we ain't gonna have a nation no more. They're not gonna be no more blacks out here. If all the women get with women, all the men get with men, we not gonna have no more people out here. Okay, y'all.
And for those of y'all who are not understanding what she's saying is that men cannot mate with men and make babies, and women cannot mate with women and make babies. So therefore, we will become extinct. Just for those of y'all who are not fully understanding what she's saying, there will be no more of it.
Decide that we do on ourselves.
Conservative. That's a conservative view. So again, I'm more on the conservative side. Even now, I'm more on the conservative side than I am on the progressive side, because that progressive shit is gonna get all of us killed, and we're gonna cease to exist, because we're all gonna be gay and sterilized at some point, because we have reproductive rights. But anyway, Mark, segue.
Just the last topic is
Woo! What? Turning up out
the
here.
U.S. reached like the most coronavirus cases in one day, which was over 100K.
Oh, damn.
I think it's due to Halloween and everybody partying.
Absolutely.
Didn't you say 100K for a feature?
I said 50. That's a little baby.
I'm weak.
But yeah, we don't really gotta go into nothing. Just everybody be safe, wear your face mask.
I just want to
We're still in pandemic.
that one.
Right.
U.S. breaks record with over 100,000 new coronavirus cases in a single day.
Woo.
Yeah, y'all be safe. So, like, I was talking to my friend Armani today. She goes to UNC. UNC has asked that all of the students do not go home for Thanksgiving because the athletes who went out for Halloween brought back coronavirus. And so, you know, they're quarantining and stuff up there. And they got a lot of students pissed off, you know, because like my friend, she didn't go out. And she's going to go home for Thanksgiving because I'm not quarantining shit if I haven't been around no athletes that went out. So just be safe, be cautious, be smart. If you do go out, wear a mask.
But
I should have been wearing a mask anyways.
People at the university are turning up, but people that are stuck on an army base, on the military base, especially in the Air Force, they're stuck on the base. They can't go nowhere. And they can't. They're like low key rioting in the army because they can't go home for the holidays. They're angry. I'm like, that's what you.
And I could only imagine, like, I could only imagine.
But you know, we could tackle a little bit deeper on that later. But yes, this is. I don't want to be like I have insight on the military, but
I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Anyway, hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. You know, this is the Make a Culture Move podcast where we talk about some controversial stuff, y'all.
Shout out to Getio.
And we talk about some things that are hard to see. Okay. So yes, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in today, and we will be back on Monday.
I will not. Thank you guys.
This is a special occasion today.
Happy November. It's November. I was born this month, so it's a great month, the greatest month of the year.
Girl, but I ain't that excited.
You know,
I was born this month too.
I'm excited. I will be 21 again because coronavirus took my 21st birthday.
Okay. All righty with that.
Have a good one.